No, I think he's continuing to evolve. I mean, I think, he's the slider's been really good. He's mixed in the changeup enough. He's not one dimensional anymore. And I think and the stuff is still there. So it's not like his fastball has gone backwards. It's gotten better. He's commanding the ball better. He's just becoming more of an overall pitcher. And I think when you take that stuff and all the things that Josh brings, the unique delivery, the slot, all those things, and now you got a guy can throw 3 pitches at any time for a strike. I think that is a formidable foe. That's the crazy thing. He's been working on sliders and changeups since I had him in Biloxi. Just something that he's been evolving to, and you give him a lot of credit. I mean, he has stayed stubborn with the changeup, and he wants to make it better. Just like what he has with the curveball for 6 years. It's been an evolution. And now I think we have a better idea of that, if that pitch is going to work, based on our information, our metrics that we can get. So we can move it forward better instead of just seeing it with our eyes and letting the hitters tell us. We kind of know that it's going to work. And both of those guys deserve a lot of credit for just being stubborn with it and like wanting to get better with this pitch and just staying with it. Some really some fortitude there. I think anytime you have lose a guy, bring a guy in, there's always going to be a kind of like an upheaval and a dynamic change. And I think I think what Counts does real good is he puts guys in position to kind of like get settled again. And then I think that's part of what we have to do. Trevor Richards has got to find where he's at in that bullpen. And usually you do that in the beginning of the season. Obviously it happens in April and you kind of figure out who's going to slide here. Obviously we are crazy at a crazy benefit here, having Josh at the back end. We can kind of work back from there. And of course, Devin and Suter kind of fits in his spot, but we just got to kind of find out where all that works again. The dynamic of the bullpen, where guys fit, where it's going to be used, who's going to be used well, and who against who. But overall, I think it just takes a little bit of time for that to kind of hash out. Yeah, I think the schedule has been really a big benefit to us. We've been able to use it and slide those guys in there when we don't have that 5 days in between. It's been really, really good for us, and it's helped the guys. And I think eventually there may be a spot where we have to start rolling with 4 days in between. But I think it's really helped them just kind of create a foundation, and I think that was the biggest thing. And even going back to my years as a development guy in the minor leagues, it's like those first 2 months, if we can build a solid foundation and not really get pitch counts high and the 110s and the up and downs, the 7s and 8s, you find these guys be able to hold on to that stress a little bit better as we get to the backside of the season. So I think this is really giving these guys a solid foundation to work from. And obviously we haven't pushed them really, really hard. Obviously we have no hit opportunities. Those are different type of things that go on. But I think, yeah, we've been real pleased on how the schedule has kind of laid out for us and put these guys in a good position to succeed. I've been really pleased. I think I hope that you hear this from our starters, but it's just the game is so organic and it's pitch to pitch, and I think that's part of where this catcher relationship really comes in. We have to trust those guys and what they're seeing. And sometimes as pitchers, we throw a pitch and we don't see the swing, like, man, he was on it, or, hey, he was not comfortable. He moved in the box. This is where I think the freedom for Manny and Omar, like, we want to give them that freedom. Like, hey, what do you guys see? Tell us what you got. Make the decision. We trust you. And I think that's where Omar is at right now. I think he understands that our guys trust him, and we trust Manny as well. But I think that's what you're saying is like, I got creative privileges here to do what I need to do to get this guy through a game. And I think it's just seeing things and be able to make the right decisions. Yeah, I think competition's a good thing. I think, one guy goes out there and pitches well. and the next guy wants to one up them. And I think that's kind of the cool thing about a team. And I think these guys take great responsibility. Like you said, they knew coming in that, hey, you're the base of our success. And I think they've done an extremely good job of just lifting each other up and kind of like, hey, I'm going to push you in a good way to be great. And I think that's what this group has done.